Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today I will be presenting our group assignment for the subject BEET 3353 Telecommunication System. So the title for our group assignment is Cellular System. And this is our group members, myself, Dada Nofa bin Muhammad Razi, Muhammad Amirul Azim bin Malatif, and next is Priyanka Sukalingam. So for the abstract, so before the invention of cellular system, the idea of wireless communication that have been used consists of radio link between a building and another building. Later on, people realized that it has a capability, so they put up a radio system. For example, we put up a high point in the city, and anyone that have the right kind of radio system can talk through the high point. The purpose of this report is to study and understand the basics of cellular system. In 1947, two Bell Lab engineers named Douglas H. Ring and W. Ray Young proposed a network composed of hexagonal cells to allow mobile phones in cars to operate from one spot to another seamlessly. They built a network layout resembled that of a biological cell, hence the term cellular. But the technology to implement their concept is not compatible at the time. Until late 1960s, another group of Bell Lab researchers, Richard H. Frankel, Joel S. Angel, and Philip T. Potter, advanced the idea from Ring and Young and began to develop a way for the technology to work. So, introduction. A communication network with a wireless connectivity to and from end nodes is known as a cellular network or mobile network. The network is spread across cells of land, each of which is served by a fixed location transceiver, typically 3 cell sites or base transceiver stations. The network coverage that these base stations give the cell allows it to transmit voice, data, and other sorts of content. To prevent interference and guarantee service quality within each cell, a cell normally employs a separate set of frequencies from nearby cells. These cells can be connected to one another to offer radio coverage across a big geographic area. This makes it possible for a large number of portable transceivers, such as mobile phones, tablets, laptops, and pagers, etc., to communicate with each other, as well as fixed transceivers and telephones throughout the network via base stations, even if some of the transceivers are moving through multiple cells at once while transmitting.
Hi sir, I am Priyanka Sukalingam, so I would like to present about methodology. Proposed method for creating virtual cell formation, which includes part family and machine grouping, is the most significant issue in a cellular manufacturing system and by extension virtual cellular manufacturing system. This permits any component of a cell to be processed while interacting with the other cell as little as possible. The traditional cellular manufacturing system were extended for a stable production environment, assuming that product mix and demand stay constant throughout the whole planning horizon. However, the demonstrating CMS adoption is challenging due to shifting demand and changeable component mix composition. Because of a component family and mission grouping reformulation, permanent cells are not justified in dynamic system. Hence, these limits were circumvented through the use of a novel concept known as a virtual machine cell. When a necessity changes, the logical cells break up and reorganize into other cells. Few machines that are shared by more than one cell overlapping cell are made available to both cells in a virtual cellular system. Besides that, a virtual cellular system, a few machines that are shared by more than cell overlapping cells are made available to both cells. In a virtual cellular structure, machines that are shared by more than one cell are made available to each other cell. As a result, our objective is to organize machines and part types, which is with the production system. Total output is optimum. The VCMS was designed with the following key purpose in mind. The primary purpose is to contain the group, machine, and parts into cells based on their similarity coefficient. Thank you.
So this is for result and discussion. So According to the approach, cellular system is an overview of wireless system that has no wire connection but still have the ability to connect all the device from a long distance. Depends on the coverage. The cellular system employs a different design approach than most commercial radio and television system use. In cellular system, there are two issues that must be solved at the multiple access level. The channel reuse scheme determines how channels are allocated to cell throughout the system, where the access scheme solve the problem of resource. The sharing within a radio cell, a different system make different choice on these two issues. For example, classic cellular system use some frequency reuse plan so that the channel reuse leads to tolerable co-channel interference. Wireless data offering are now evolving to suit consumers due to the simple reason that the internet has become an everyday tool and users demand data mobility. Right now, the wireless data represent about 15% to 20% of all airtime, while success has been concentrated in vertical markets such as public safety, health care, and transportation. This cellular system has an internet-related wireless data service and it is quite large all around the world. There is 1G, 2G, 2.5G, 3G, 4G, LTE, and 5G. But currently, the 5G is not used all around the world yet. Also, there are countries that is not support the coverage and the country yet, and there are only certain device technology that support 5G system, such as iPhone. And the cellular system 5G is different than the Wi-Fi WLAN system 5G that is needed the fiber optic wire to make it. That is the difference between the Wi-Fi and cellular system. Those G's is make the system working more effective than than before. The more the numbers increase, more it can work. Okay, so for the conclusion, the cellular system, the communication system can be used freely and usable to all of the person live. Also, there is a lot of helps from the cellular system that can make things going smoothly. From beyond this invention makes the world work from a long range. Those signals can travel all around the world without any traffic, and also no charging fees that is too high for a person to pay based on the internet that provide on the cellular system. And the mobile telco that they use, also there are a lot of applications that can be used when you have the cellular system and the internet. So that's all from me. Thank you.